I'm Nancy Andrews along with Bonnie Stewart for This Week at the Capitol. Bonnie, of course budget is still going to be a big topic. What happened this week regarding budget?
This week, the Appropriations, the Legislature's Budget Committee, has continued to hold hearings to hear from the public and state agencies regarding the governor's deficiency budget. So they're still receiving a lot of comments, so they can go back and start to work in subcommittees to figure out what to do in terms of the issues that they're going to focus on and the budget they're going to move forward.
And Pete Joya, our economist, did testify on that.
Yes, we were very fortunate to have Pete go up and testify before the Appropriations Committee. And he went up and talked about a lot of things that are really important, not only to businesses, but to the individuals of the state if you look at all the polls. And that is that the state needs to do things more efficiently and effectively. So in terms of the services that are provided, we want people to have the services that they need, but we think that they can be administered in a far more effective and efficient way. So Pete went up and talked about that and the problems in terms of just, the logjam trying to deal with the state budget, and gave some suggestions on what the state might want to look at there. So really a lot of good input from Pete to the members of the Appropriations Committee, suggestions on how they might want to move forward.
And Pete did do a video clip, so we can take a look at what he said, what he summarizes what he said, and that's online on our website as well, so people can see that.
Great.
And let's talk a little bit about the Finance Committee also. I hear there's some good and bad proposals that they're considering.
The Finance Committee met last week and raised concepts. Concepts are bills that you have a title but not the actual guts of the bill yet. So it's hard to say what's in it, but based on conversations with the chairs and ranking members, we actually feel that the Finance Committee has several bills out there that are meant to restore confidence where businesses are concerned in the state. So that's a good idea. They're talking about doing some things in terms of reviews, but doing reviews in a different way than they have in the past, addressing some of the concerns regarding standards of proof and things that hopefully will, again, help restore business confidence in Connecticut.
Okay, and we'll keep watching that as well. And of course, Insurance Committee, I understand that they raised some, considered some more mandates that would increase health care costs.
There's a lot of well-meaning people on the Insurance Committee. Unfortunately, a lot of the measures that have been heard and are moving forward are measures that would do the exact opposite of what we're asking for, and that is true reform that will reduce the cost of health care, increase the quality of health care, and in the end increase access. But they've been putting forward a lot of measures like mandates that will actually increase costs and make it less likely that people will have the right access to health care. So we're trying to work with members of the Insurance Committee to give them a better understanding of our concerns and hopefully get them heading a little bit different direction than they are now.
Okay. And also there were some other hearings that went on. I understand about regional efficiencies were being considered.
There's a group called MORE at the Capitol, Municipal Opportunities and Regional Efficiencies, and they've had a lot of different meetings to get input on how we could help municipalities operate in a more efficient and effective manner. One of those things that they've been talking about are municipal mandates, something that we'd like to help them with, because we know that employers don't like mandates that are unfunded as well. One of the concerns we have with the group right now, though, is they're talking about a lot of different revenue streams. So they're talking about increasing revenues at the municipal level, and they're doing things in terms of discussions at this point, but a possible statewide property tax or regional sales taxes. So it's something we're going to pay very close attention to as we move forward.
Okay, thanks, Bonnie. For more information, make sure you take a look at our Government Affairs report sent to you every Friday.